Welcome back, everyone, to the 0% Risk Podcast. I am your host, Wendell, and I am followed by three of just the greatest people ever. You got my man Tyrell right here.
Hello.
Hey, Trisha on
Hi.
my side, and of course the return of JJ. JJ, how's it going?
Good. How's it going, man? How you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Speaking of the mic, please.
Is it better now?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Now, if you guys can't tell by just my energy and just the sound that we're all creating, this is the first time that we are all, well, most of us are in one location. I'll let you guys guess who's not in location just based on the sound, but you know, whatever.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So how's it going, guys? How's it going? How's it feel? All together, face to face. I can see your guys' black asses. How's it going?
Well, now you just exposed that we're black.
I mean,
You weren't supposed to know that.
I'm sorry.
Not this soon. I mean,
Not
yet.
this soon. Okay. So how's it? Trish, how was your day?
I was fine.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Are you sure there was nothing else going on? I
was watching a show, and I made some cookies. That's it.
you made some cookies?
Yeah, like
What kind of cookies?
the one that comes in the bucket from Costco.
All right, never mind.
this is, I mean, why you gotta be so rude? That was kind of mean. You know?
Who, me?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm interested in what you were doing. Never mind.
No, well, it's because I thought it was more of a scratch kind of deal. You know,
Oh
somebody
no,
who
I
can
don't like them
actually-
anymore. They taste horrible.
You mean your cookies taste horrible?
I don't like them from scratch.
Okay. Well,
At
that's
least she's
all
honest.
you know that, right? That's you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thing ab-
well, I guess so.
thing I don't like about
Jordan,
those
please speak in the
things,
mic.
you know, straight from Costco. Can you even eat the cookie dough?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
eat
you
the
can.
cookie
It's
dough.
course.
edible.
But some of them you can't eat.
What would?
I don't know what I was
For real?
looking at. I was looking at something totally wrong.
I think your parents might have told you couldn't eat it.
No, it wasn't that. I don't know. Probably because it was. Isn't it still raw in a sense?
Jordan, you're gonna have a problem talking
Dude.
to that fucking mic because keep
Hold
the mic close to you.
Wait, is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
Yes.
Okay.
You see what I'm doing?
Yeah, homeboy is
All right.
like
Do what I'm doing.
dancing around the mic like it's like he's tangled.
Bobbing
like,
and weaving the mic.
it's like relax there, bro.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat the dough. Like it doesn't become magically like edible when you.
I feel like you could just eat like a certain amount of it, not too much.
Oh,
'Cause of salmonella.
That's what everything, right? I mean, it's not like it was meat that's gonna poison you if you don't cook it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but eggs are,
raw.
raw eggs.
mhm.
What is a raw egg?
It's not inside of cookie dough. I can tell you that much.
Wait, what is a raw
Yeah,
egg?
it is. What are you talking-
Think, like, isn't egg
A
in and
raw
of itself
egg is
raw?
already raw. What the fuck is a
What do you
raw
think
egg?
cookie dough is made of? How do you make cookies?
You use
You use raw eggs.
You use raw eggs, yes, and
Okay, that's what
add
I
a
was
little
getting to.
boneless. What's that common shit?
Boneless pizza.
Yeah, but you add boneless pizza, and you got yourself some good cookies.
dough.
Cookies, yeah. No,
That's
I
how
think
it's
it's like flour and sugar and shit like that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Why would there be eggs?
I don't know.
Why would
I
there
don't
be eggs in cookie?
know. So how was your guys?
There isn't eggs. in
Why somebody come
cookies?
and tell me there's eggs in cookie?
Yeah, there's probably eggs and cookies. Let me look this up. Why am I looking this
Don't-
up?
don't look
I'm
it
not.
up.
I'm
It
not
does
looking
not
this.
matter.
It doesn't matter. But now it's going to be. I kind of want to know now. So how was your? Well, I was going to ask how your guys' day was, but I was kind of there for most of it. Yeah.
It was a day of getting equipment for this podcast. You know, we're actually upgrading and making an effort into improving the show. And by we, I mean, you know what I mean.
I think.
But everybody in this is valued regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless, yes.
Definitely. And each member matters just as much as the other.
Yeah, I think that's only us four will kind of get what you're trying to say, but okay. Yes. Yeah, IKEA and stuff, getting lost in IKEA, going to Ruby Tuesdays, simple stuff. And JJ outworking my man with building chairs. Apparently, if one of us became a father, JJ would be the handyman.
quick as hell, man.
Exactly.
Took me no time to do it.
Took him no time.
To do it.
You guys
do it.
can't see it, but if you can see Tyrell's face, it's the face of defeat and anguish. Oh my gosh, it is.
I got the job done.
He's sitting on the chair he's done that he made. Hopefully, it's not.
comfortable as fuck.
Okay, whatever. All right, fellas. The big news of this weekend or this week is the general election. We now have President Joe Biden, our new president-elect. However, these two people... By the way, Trisha, how do you feel about this? Because I know how these two feel, and we'll probably get into that. But how do you
About
feel
politics? I
about
don't
this?
care.
Sure, about politics.
Current election.
Why you got to do this? Politics. And then
I don't care. Like so like when he was elected president, the only thing that like made me feel good was how everybody was so happy and cheering and like having parades. I thought that was really nice. That's all I could say about this election.
Oh, okay. Did you have a stake in this? Did you vote for any of them? Any candidate?
I'm not telling you who I voted for.
Okay, fine. All right.
She voted for Kanye.
She's won 4,000. Wait, did you two vote?
I registered to vote, but it was too late. It was supposed to, register by October 13th, and I ended up registering by like October 15 or 20, somewhere around there. So it was too late. But I'm registered as a Republican.
Okay, yeah, you got there. You got there. It's fine. What about you, Ty?
No, I didn't vote. I didn't.
Me personally, I was not going to vote. Like you guys know, I do not like any of these candidates.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, you're a libertarian.
We'll
We
probably
stop
get
labeling them.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of labels, but
I don't want to be a male. I just want to be an it.
No, because like I've noticed when it comes to the internet, like if you put a label on yourself, people instead of looking at you being like, oh, he's this, but he also believes this, that he might not be 100% backing that ideology. No, when people say I classify myself as a feminist, people are now going to believe I'm this character they created in their head of a feminist. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I say I'm a feminist, they think, oh, you're like big red. Or like if they have a fond reception to feminism, be like, oh, he's like this. They don't like look at me as like a actual like a person with different ideas,
own opinion on this specific topic.
Exactly. So that's why I don't like doing labels.
I understand that.
So, but I got peer pressured by my mom and my dad not so much, because my mom does not like Trump, mainly because of his healthcare plan, because she's a nurse and shit, and like she doesn't really she didn't even like Obamacare, so she just feel she didn't really like it, and so I got peer pressured by her to be like, listen, little man, you're gonna vote. And I'm like, fine. So when I got those mail-in ballots, bro, I looked at the candidates, I shed a single tear. And whichever the tier landed on was the one I was voting, and it happened to be Joe Biden. Listen, I wanted to fucking, the tier was a joke, but when I was like doing like bubbling in Joe Biden, my hand was fucking shaking and shit. It's like, like just disgusted. But I did vote for legal marijuana for our state, so hey, there we go.
But you don't smoke.
Did you say illegal?
Legal marijuana.
Why do I want? You think I want more cloudy head niggas around walking?
Smoking.
What is? You see what I mean? There goes those labels again. There goes the labels.
Cloudy headed
potheads.
I don't want too many potheads over here. Turn into California.
There we go. There goes the labels. So there we go. That's how I voted. So now because I voted, I now have a stake in this. I now have a horse. I didn't want a horse in this race, but now I have a horse in this race. And Joe Biden won. Now you two got some strong opinions on this, so speak your mind.
At the moment, you could say he won because he's a president-elect. But we have until December 15th to have one of the greatest presidents actively acting, which is Donald J. Trump. And,
yes, sir.
Wow.
I believe that even if, when he comes out of office, that what his policies has done for the country and as a whole, it would not be forgotten. His movement, it came out of America. It was Europe. You had Trump rallies in Africa, for God's sake, Africa,
Let's go. I didn't know that.
England. You had it in all the world, in Europe. So it was in Europe. It was in Africa. It was in Asia. So his movement expanded out of America because people agree with his policies and how he was running America. And he made alliances with people in Iraq and all these stuff. And that's why we didn't get no wars. For 4 years, we had no wars. He brought back the troops. He has done so much stuff.
Okay. This is interesting because when we were hanging out today, like we kind of talked about politics, and homeboy was not.
He just busted out.
He just busted out
everything.
Some
right
new
there.
shit. It was like,
Holy
okay.
shit.
For one, I disagree with a lot of what you just said. About you called him one of the greatest active presidents.
That's not cap.
One of the greatest.
Out of all right. His contributions to the black community, I think out of every president, he has done the most.
Out of every president ever.
Secondly to Abraham Lincoln. Who else?
Lyndon B. Johnson
You mean, what has he done?
passed the Civil Rights Act.
But he had done so much worse things after that.
Yeah, but you specifically said for black people. Now, there's very few things more important to the history of black people than the Civil Rights Act. So,
But you know what's crazy?
I don't know.
You know what's crazy?
What happened?
That after he passed that,
Yeah.
civil rights movement, that the single motherhood percentage increased.
Single motherhood. I mean, are you really going to count that against him? Like,
Yeah,
how is that his fault?
Because
Oh, that's fault.
some of the support programs that he gave to the black community basically
Yeah.
was telling you that if you have a father in the house, you won't receive certain, perks or certain things from the government. But when you have him out of the house, you receive more, like food stamps or certain Section 8 housing or stuff like that, that you would not be able to get if you had a father there that was giving more money towards, the overall income of the family. So having one person which is making less money, you'll be able to get more benefits from the government. And that came in under Lyndon B. Johnson. So he may have passed the civil rights movement. In the long term, it was effective, of course, civil rights movement. But after the program that came after that basically gave us a handout, and it caused the singlehood mother percentage to increase. And there was no fathers in the home. Check out the time in the 60s with like no fathers.
Yeah.
And check it out that, and then check it out now without so much racism, and see the difference in percentage. It's crazy.
Okay, I have a different belief as to why single motherhood rates in the African American community raised. I think it's more based on the war on drugs, which heavily went after black males, and due to the war on drugs, along with which also led to the rise of gangs, which also led to different laws being passed, like the 3 strikes law that I know you two and me included heavily despised, along with Joe Biden / Bill Clinton crime bill. So I think I'll look more into what you were saying about Lyndon B. Johnson stuff, because I never heard of that. So I'll look into that. So what about you, Tyrell? What do you think about it?
Damn, like I can't even remember where we fucking started with this shit. What were we talking about? What the fuck were we talking about?
Oh boy, somebody's already taking advantage of my legal weed. Ooh.
Whoa, come on. me no smoke. No smoke. But that I remember. But yeah, honestly, I don't really care
About what?
the end.
Oh God.
No, about the
elections.
the election shit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I have my view on it about who I think would be the better candidate, which is Donald J. Trump. But I mean, like, other than that, I mean, I'm not really a stickler for the details.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. That's cool.
To be honest.
Because I know. Yeah, JJ?
Yeah, I just think that in the black community, you should be able to vote for who you want to vote.
Oh, but sorry to cut you off. So I looked at the birth rate. I'm looking at it. This is why we need a new monitor. It looked like every non-marital birth rates between every race rose up during the 60s and 70s. So I'll still look into that, but that's interesting. So yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, I said that as I think that in the black community, you should be able to vote for who you want to vote for. There shouldn't be no criteria. Oh, if you're black, you have to vote Democrat, and if you don't vote Democrat and you vote, conservative or Republican, that you're not black.
It's the backlash for having a different view.
Yeah, it's like this whole mob, type mindset.
Definitely a mob mentality when it comes to the black communities about who they choose to vote for. Because you see if you viewed as someone who would be a Trump supporter anyway, you're a fucking racist. In any fashion, there's a lot of people be like, even if you are black, you're fucking racist.
Speak up just a little bit there, bro. Just a little bit.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, no, it can hear you. It heard you. It's just that I don't want the levels of volume between all of us to be.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be yelling.
Oh yeah.
But all right, I'll speak up. But yeah, I was just saying, it's just the mindset people have going into politics now these times, where instead of being more progressive, in reality they're being regressive in a sense. They're not open-minded about how people's views can be. They straight up just block out someone with bigotry, the shit that they like to preach. You know what I'm saying? And because if you have this one view on a candidate, then you're this or you're that, right? You can't just have that view. You have to have the extra shit to go along with it. You're racist, you're fucking homophobic, transphobic, whatever, right? Yeah. And if you're fucking white, you don't have an opinion. Like you can't really give out an opinion for these specific people, like the more left.
You're talking about more of the fringe,
radical.
Yeah, you're talking about like
they're not even radical. They're not even radical. Really? It's really just them in a whole. Because listen, if you would ask any leftist, probably any, right, that isn't swaying towards the right, they would tell you, if you are a Trump supporter, you are racist, and I guarantee it, every single one of them will call you a racist. Especially if you're white. Especially if you're white, you will get shit on beyond belief, bro. You'll be already profiled in a specific way and judged just because of your political view. Because you support Trump in anything, you're fucked up.
I get I get that. I do see the what
It is good enough.
Yeah. You guys know what I mean. The vilification of Trump supporters. Now, as you guys, I'm not a fan of Trump.
Right.
Now, I don't support any of the constant, like how you guys were saying, where I still believe the radicals. Because I do kind of agree that most people would say you're racist if you support Trump, but I still think for the most part it's kind of the radicals, a lot of radical left, whatever that means, because your radical left might be different from my radical left. So the quote unquote radical left are the ones that you guys are probably truly against. If you get what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. But by the way, Trish, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh God, because we
just haven't really let her get a chance.
Honestly, because she said she wasn't interested in politics, and I don't want to like have a conversation.
Let's not blow it all over with politics. Okay,
exactly.
I got something we can speak on.
Oh boy,
All right.
This better be fire.
It's not gonna be retarded like how I usually bring to the table. So, no offense to retards.
None taken.
We can speak on pro-life or pro-choice.
Ooh,
this is touchy topic.
You know what? This kind of goes into
Why did you switch it to that topic?
Something that you can have more of a view on. I mean, if you don't like politics, I mean,
that is still
that falls in the line. That falls in the line of politics, and it's crazy how you would have to bring up that. It's kind of worse than what you were actually talking about before.
Ooh, what? Ooh, you kind of struck I'm okay. What do you mean? What do you
Oh,
mean? Trish?
you didn't give a chance. You didn't give me a chance to speak. So let's talk about woman things. That's what it sounds like.
No, I just wanted to speak.
Don't
on
say
this.
no.
We had
So
nothing
why'd
to
you
do
bring
with
up pro-life? What is pro-life? Tell me.
pro-life.
It involves.
You struck a
it
nerve.
involves
You struck a nerve. You struck a nerve.
Trish, I didn't do it because you're a female. You know that, right?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Ooh.
Are you?
Saucy.
I don't know what to say.
Drama between the members of the 0% Risk podcast? Find out next episode. It's like, oh man, I
I don't know where this is coming from.
don't know.
I really don't.
I mean, Trish, what do you feel about it though? If you do wish to comment on that question,
About what?
whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, because we can't deny the fact that I believe you're a woman. You know, no, in all seriousness, you're a woman. So obviously, this is something that pertains to you. So,
I feel like it's not even supposed to be like.
politicized.
It's not a big deal for everybody to be so worked up about whether a woman gets abortion or not. Like that's a woman decision, not a
So you're
man
pro-choice?
decision. Like I hate how abortion is being involved in politics, whether it should be allowed or not. But who's mostly in politics? Men. Men want to tell women, oh, they shouldn't get abortions. I feel like that's so weird. Like that's not your business. Abortion, I don't get it. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? What is it? I don't even know. Like, if you want to get an abortion or not, get one. Why does a woman getting abortion affect somebody else's life, like a man? Why do men get upset over abortions? Why do other people get upset over somebody else that's not them get abortions?
JJ, you're pro-life, aren't you?
Yeah, I would consider myself pro-life.
So I think you would be best to answer that question.
No, I can answer that.
Oh, you're pro-life?
Yeah, I'm also
Okay,
pro-life.
you do answer that.
Okay, Trisha, to answer your question, the reason why somebody who isn't the individual who is pregnant and is looking for an abortion would be affected by this is because the idea of murdering a baby, the idea of having a unborn child killed before it had a chance to live out its life.
Okay,
is an
yeah, I
issue
see your
with
point, but I feel like the main focus should just be on preventing abortions instead of taking them out. Like,
Of course.
why do you think they're getting abortions? Why are a woman getting abortions? Because they can't afford birth controls and stuff like that. I see some birth controls have involved surgery and
hold on. I'll get to that. JJ, you want to
injections.
say something? Wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Sorry, Trish. You were saying?
No, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry, because we interrupted you. Sorry about that. JJ, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say So, Trisha, right? Some of the studies that they have out now, right, where they said that some women
Yeah.
commit abortion not because of financial reasons or certain reasons. It tends to be because they found out that they didn't want the baby anymore and they wanted to get rid of it. There are cases you could look it up. There are cases where higher percentage of women get abortion due to them not want. It's not because of financial reason or because of rape or nothing like that. It tends to be, I don't want this baby anymore because I don't feel like having this baby.
Yeah, the chances
Like they're
of-
figuring out they don't want this baby when? Like how long into the
when it's actually formed a neural system or a nervous system and a heartbeat and sentience is when they want to decide to not have the baby.
So they want to decide to not have a baby when it's like what? Like when they're like 5 months in?
No, not 5 months. The baby becomes sentient after 4 to 5 weeks, which is the amount of time.
So you're thinking that they're aware of the child and that they don't want it.
But it's around the time when, let me just finish what I was saying. You can continue. It's around the time when a mother would figure out that she actually is pregnant is the time that the baby becomes sentient. But go ahead.
So you think they're like taking advantage of it? Like, oh, well, I thought about having a baby and now I don't.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking?
I think sometimes the woman, they lack responsibility.
The woman. The woman.
Let him finish.
I just love that phrase. The
I
woman.
think sometimes they don't use. They don't use contraceptives. There are so many contraceptives out here to avoid
Correct.
these situations from happening. And then when it happens, they don't want to take the accountability and responsibility of the actions. So they think that the easiest way to avoid the situation is just to get rid of the baby. When there are so many
irresponsible
contraceptives.
women, like
Okay.
women that don't care.
Okay, so you guys talked. Let me fucking talk. So I'm pro-choice. The thing is, the idea of an abortion, I don't like the idea of abortion because I understand. Because though I'm pro-choice, it's just the idea of the action of an abortion is just because it's still a future life that's being eradicated.
Being snuffed out. Yeah.
That I get that.
Why does that life
Hold
matter
up.
if it's not yours?
Hold on, damn, JJ, damn. All right. Why does that life matter? I'll answer that soon.
It's
But
not
the
your
thing-
kid.
The thing with me and pro-choice is this: I do not feel that if a woman is ready to have a child, depending on the time, because if you're 8 months, no, if you're 8 months pregnant, I don't think you should get an abortion. But depending on whatever the science says is probably when it's not fully developed and when it's not really have fully developed the sense of pain or the sense of intellect or whatever. Yeah.
If it's sentient,
Yeah.
it feels pain.
Yeah.
It has feeling,
Yeah.
and it can be hurt,
Yeah.
and it will be mutilated
Yeah.
if it is being
I'm sorry.
aborted.
Yeah.
So when they abort them,
Yeah.
they sever their limbs, right?
No. Like it's
that's part of it. That's why do you think it
most
goes?
of it is a pill, if I'm not mistaken. Most of it is a pill.
Okay.
So,
But-
but I'm talking about before then. Before then.
But you're not.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me earlier.
Yeah.
Before the time when a parent would figure out that she is pregnant is the time that baby is sentient. It only takes a month
Yeah.
or a week, a month and a week.
I need to look at the science on that, but sure.
You can
sure.
go ahead and look
Assuming that is true, fine. I still don't think that as a woman, because still a child relies heavily on the woman, on the body of the woman. Now, I do not feel that if the woman, being the host of that, what's a good word for it? Because I don't want to call it a fucking virus or a parasite, whatever, of the quote unquote baby. I do believe since it is her body, you could do it. Obviously, at a certain point, I can't.
But
I'm
can't
like so
support that.
confused. Like, why are they so against it? What's the problem?
Me?
It's because it's a life. I don't understand where you're going,
Me?
Tyrell and Jay.
how do you not understand? I thought we explained it pretty well.
I think you're talking about like you're not okay, so abortions, obviously there's many different reasons to get one, but you guys are thinking about one reason, which is like
Thank you for
an
mentioning that.
irresponsible woman. You're thinking of irresponsible women who think like that's a birth control. Abortion's not a birth control.
Thank you for mentioning that, because I found some stats about reasons for the different the percentages of reasons
where?
for abortions. This is from the Guttmacher Institution. This was from 2004. So and there's with a subject 1,200 subjects. So it's probably
Outdated, man.
it's slightly outdated, but we'll
That's pretty outdated. It's
Gotta
almost
go.
over a decade.
2018.
Okay.
Okay. 75% didn't give a reason. 20% aborted for social or economic reasons. So that's 20% of people aborting because they don't feel like they're economically able to support the child. Now 20%. Now that is a reason why I think if you yourself cannot support yourself, let alone a child.
There's ways to get around that while still having the baby.
What is the
You can give
ways?
it up
What
to
is the
an
ways? What is the
orphanage.
ways? It could destroy
You
you
can
while
give
it's
it to
developing,
a
and when
surrogate.
you know
You
a woman died
Hold up.
during giving birth.
Yeah, hold up though. Here's the thing. If America had a system of which we had a much better adoption center, because we had the highest adoption population in the world by far, and I think we all know adoption, foster care don't really turn up the best children.
Not always.
They don't.
Not always. That's
sure.
It's not
Some.
really good. I don't like that.
To say that's the majority of it would be crazy.
I'm just saying, but I think if we had a much better foster care system,
It's not.
that's fine. But I putting a child as a child of the state, I think if this country was a lot better at
you're
managing that,
right,
then that's fine.
but I feel like the main problem here is to prevent birth, prevent pregnancies. That's the main issue.
Yeah.
Then wear a condom. Take the right precautions before having sex so that you do not have a baby. And if you don't if you don't have the money to have these to get the facilities that you need to have safe sex, then don't have it until you have them. Don't have it until you financially
It's
stable.
not only wearing a condom. Like, how about better birth control? Like, like Plan B. What is it called? Not Plan B. There's this other. I don't know. Like, most of women birth controls are not even that effective. Like, why can't she make something that's effective and that works and prevents all of these, unwanted children?
There's always going
And
to
then
be
when the baby's born and they abort it, you get so pressed. Like, fix the issue.
Trish, there's always going to be a risk, no matter what. Even if you use a condom and have birth control, at the same time, there's always going to be a risk that they do not work. And if you're not ready for the chance for that to happen, then you probably shouldn't have sex at all.
Well, that's never
Probably. I'm
never
just saying you should be ready.
Yeah, that's not an option.
Listen.
Yeah.
You should be ready because there is always a chance that there will be a
I
child.
agree.
I
agree. Okay, listen to this.
Yeah.
You hear all about these birth controls, and whenever you think about birth controls, what comes up to your mind? Woman mostly takes birth control. What about men? Why can't men get a lot of birth controls? I only heard of vasectomies. What else? What else? Condoms.
I'm not supporting vasectomy. I'm not to say let's
That's
have
crazy.
vasectomy.
No one's telling you to tie your fallopian tube.
Your tubes tied. No one knows.
Are you understanding where I'm coming from? I can name I can name a whole bunch of women birth controls, but not for men.
I understand.
I understand you.
Why is that your problem?
You're talking about probably men who are not sexually responsible. Is you talking about like men who don't wear condoms and like to go raw, stuff like that?
Yeah, they're the one who's the main cause of pregnancies. Like, come on now.
But that's my problem with them. Like, they talk about women, saying women are dogs and all here and all that.
Okay, this took a turn.
Yeah, but those same guys, they need to wear protective, stuff to use.
Again, you might as well be talking to a fucking wall, because like telling young people, because most abortions come from people 18 to 25. So you're asking raw dogs to fucking control stuff. That's not gonna happen.
Irresponsible people.
Yeah,
Yes,
irresponsible people.
Now, when I was first saying that the teenager or the mom would be irresponsible, I didn't mean it. It's just her. Obviously, it's not just her, Trish. It's also the man that she happened to have sex with. They're both irresponsible if they allowed that to happen. But
most of the conversations are about women. Oh, this woman should not get abortions because they're killing a baby who has not even touched the ground yet. Like, what?
All right,
men
Trisha.
could get pregnant too. I would say the same thing.
Trisha.
Here's the thing.
Can you give birth?
Say birth was caused by like men had to give birth through their balls or some shit, where like the baby grows in their balls, and like for them to be for the child to be born, they have to fucking come through the fucking the whole. I think a lot of men. I think the reverse would happen. I think most men would be like abortions,
Trisha,
choice, guys. So I think I think it would be like that.
So
too close to the mic.
Trisha,
step back.
Okay, yeah, go.
Yeah, you said that we should not worry about the baby and it's not on the ground yet, right?
Yeah, it hasn't even went to school yet. Didn't even
But you know that in certain states, if a man kills a pregnant lady, he's getting charged with 2 crimes after a certain amount of months.
Okay.
So that life still matters, because if that life didn't matter, you wouldn't be charged with the murder of that baby. So you get charged with 2 first degree. Whatever it is, for first degree or whatever, it's murder for the courts to deem that baby as a life.
And let me add on to what
Okay,
you're
well,
saying.
most people
Hold on,
out
Trish.
there say a woman doesn't want the baby, right?
Yeah.
And she can't get an abortion because, all of this crap. And then she has a child. How do you think she's going to treat the child? How do you think she's going to give that person, it's just going to be an awful life for the baby and the mom.
Okay.
There's a lot of abusive
kids-
mothers out there. There's a lot of abuse and for children. A lot of abandoning of their kids. People abandon their kids because they're not ready for kids. They don't want their kids. They could just get an abortion, and none of this would happen. Like no more irresponsible kids being go into drugs because of their parents. Like, come on now.
Okay. I think unless anyone else has anything to say, I think we'll end it at that, and we'll just.
No, I got something else to say.
Just hurry up and
You don't like talking about this, huh?
No, me.
Um,
I think it's run its
Trish,
course.
you were saying how if a baby doesn't touch the land, something probably doesn't. If it doesn't do that, then it doesn't deserve to live.
Okay, but for abortions, people aren't killing babies because they're evil people. They're doing it for their own
Nobody
good. Like
said
it's my life. Like it's my life. I don't want to punish the kid. I don't want the kid to go through this. I don't want to go through this birth. I don't want to do this. So I get an abortion. It's not like I'm going to. I'm not killing a kid that's 1 year
Yes,
old.
you are. You're killing a baby. But Trish, listen to me. I'm not trying to paint the mother as an evil person.
no,
Not
no.
at all. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
What I'm saying
So
is,
why should they get punished for having abortions, and why should we prevent it?
No one should
no
get
one's getting
punished,
punished.
but they just take responsibility of your action. No one's punishing you, but we're just saying that when you take that baby's life, you're taking away what color eyes he or she has, he or she
Yeah,
hides.
and you're taking away the horrible things they could have experienced, like a mother who doesn't even want them.
could have.
No, but I'm
dad
saying
who's not even there.
the genetic code, and you're taking away the genetic coding of that baby. What eye colors it has, what height, skin, hair, all those things. What make a human a human? You're taking away all that when you take the baby away.
Okay, but it's
all that.
It's not. They're not doing it on purpose. They're doing it for their own good. They're doing it for a benefit for the baby and them. They're not doing it in a negative way. Yeah, it's a life, but they're preventing that life from having a horrible life.
Why do they have to have horrible
You
life?
do not know that. You don't know that.
Know what now?
Why would you get an abortion? Why would you get an abortion? Say
Wait,
you
wait.
have it.
Wait.
Why would you get an abortion? Tell me why.
We just went over the reasons on why someone would get an abortion.
Most because they don't feel they're ready, and a huge portion of
Okay,
the
and
other
if I'm not
percentage
ready,
say
say
they're
I'm
not time.
poor, say I have no money, and the baby's gonna die out
There
there
are
because
so many
I can't feed him with the
programs
money
out
I
there
don't
There
have.
is a lot of facilities you can go to help you in that specific situation. There's always going to be people. What?
I
Why do you
agree.
gotta do
I agree. There are social safety nets that America has, but I believe it should be
You
better
know that-
funded as a way to support the child.
You know that right now.
I think it's just shitty.
in certain
I think
states.
Why do you think that?
What
Why do you think it's shitty?
most people at that economic strata do not earn enough as a way to make them as a way to keep themselves.
That doesn't mean
afloat.
that doesn't. Wait, what are you speaking on?
Okay, so say you have a single mother, because assuming a single mother who has a child who's poor.
No, hold on.
Yeah,
The mother should definitely,
Yeah.
in my opinion, let me just say that,
yeah,
have the baby,
yeah.
but she does not have to raise that baby.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not financially stable
Yeah.
enough to raise a baby, then there are people that will take in her baby
Yeah.
and take care of her. There, you can always have her. Is that yours?
Yeah, but you can't say that that's the case for everybody.
Just hold on.
Everybody,
There's always-
nobody has a person to go to.
There's
You know
always gonna
how
be-
women are not really treated that great. So I don't think it's going to be that easy for them, for a lot of women to just give their baby away because they can't take care of it. Because somebody's going to be like, "Oh, well, you're a woman. Like, why can't you take care of the baby?" And they're going to refuse her service.
Nobody's gonna say that. Why do you think people are like that?
That's how this whole world is brought up. Everybody just
No.
treats women like trash. Most of
What?
the time.
There's gonna be people that are gonna want your baby, right? There's always people that are looking to have a child.
And there's a lot of people who is not going to have that happen to them. Nobody's going to be there to take their baby if they don't want it. It's not the case for everybody. It's not like
course
it's a
not.
permanent option for
Of
every
course
single
not, but
woman
you're
out
not
there.
thinking about the chances of that.
Okay.
And do not
No,
think
they're
about
not.
only America, because look at the other countries, like say in the Middle East. Like, do you know how horrible it is out there? You get shamed.
But that's
you
not-
know?
All right. Okay.
That's not the child fault or the mother fault. That's a government's fault. for the
Okay, if
for
it's the
conditions they're
government's
in.
fault, they don't want to help the woman. What's the woman gonna do? What are they gonna do? Be the president?
A lot of times,
They can't do anything.
a lot of times, Asian women tend to come to America, right? And they tend to stay over here for a while, and they have their babies here because America, regardless of the health care, we have one of the best health care.
No, we do not.
As in compared to third world countries.
Yes.
Third world
I mean,
countries
yeah,
I'm
if you
talking
compare
about.
it to shit, yeah.
But it's still better than certain places in Asia. So they
Okay.
come
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
true.
Fine,
It's
fine,
it's
fine. If
better
you're-
than
fine,
most
compared-
countries out there.
Huh?
No, like,
But what about it?
no, I'm not anti-patriotic. I'm just wait. Something
We can only
disconnected.
we can only think about America. So
Yeah. I'm not anti-patriotic. It's just if some other country is doing something better than America, you point it out. That's it. But all right, I think we all said our points.
really,
I mean, for the most part, as best as we can. I
Yeah,
guess
I think it's better if
it's
we
whatever.
move on to the-
I really don't give a fuck. All right, okay. So here's the thing: while we were coming home from our Ruby Tuesdays endeavor, we had this little talk about wanting to do a political. Because I mentioned this earlier about labels, how I don't like to put a label on myself. However, because you two were interested in what you would classify me as, I thought, well, let's all just do a political compass test to see where we stand on this wide political spectrum. I think it's still kind of flawed, but whatever. Let's just see. So I'm gonna, Trish, you understand what I'm saying? You there?
yeah, I think so.
You know what a political compass test is, right?
No,
Okay, if you guys know what that is.
No.
Okay,
No idea.
so basically, it's a test where they ask you different questions about whether it be economics, social issues, or whatever. It'll ask you
Yeah, piece
questions,
that together.
and based on that, it'll pinpoint you from this grid from left to right. Left, right, up, down, authoritarian,
Yeah.
libertarian. So with that, let's I'll ask us some questions and let's see where do we stand. Because part of me feels like I truly don't believe Tyrell is a hardcore conservative. But let's see. So every one of these questions is going to be from strongly disagree, agree, strongly agree. All right? Okay.
okay.
Question 1. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations.
What the heck does that mean?
It's basically saying if every country comes together as
disagree.
one, then then humans and the populace should be as for the greater good instead of doing for the interests of major corporations. Now I
agree with that.
it should primarily serve. I strongly agree with that
Trying to
shit.
be realistic, disagree with that.
It's not about if you want to be realistic. It's about
No, that's not how I
what do
feel
you
about
want.
it.
What do you want? Okay. What about you, Trish?
No, skip on me because I still don't understand.
Just put agree. Okay. So Wendell,
This is the next question.
Trisha, JJ. Wendell. Okay. Strongly agree. Wendell.
What are you mumbling?
No. Because I have 4 tabs and I forgot to write. I need something to write down to make sure. Doesn't matter.
I don't got a pencil in here.
Yeah, Tyrell, me, Tyrell, Trisha, JJ. Me, Tyrell, Trisha, JJ. You said you strongly disagree?
No, I just disagree.
You disagree. Trisha, Tyrell, JJ. And you said you what?
Agree.
You agree.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Trisha, me, Tyrell, Trisha, JJ. I support my country whether right or wrong.
Agree.
Agree.
Really?
Whoa, you support
whether
your
right
country
or
whether
wrong.
Yes.
You motherfuckers are insane with this patriotic shit. Whether
America.
whether right or wrong.
America, baby.
Disagree.
Whether right. So you're telling me if out of nowhere America started fucking committing genocide on another country, you'd be like, no, you
That's
said.
what he said. That's what he said. He said whatever the country does, you're gonna agree.
I'm sorry.
That sounds a lot like communism, and I don't agree with.
What does that
It's
have to
whatever
do?
the country does, and you said whatever the
That sounds
country
a lot
does
like
doesn't
communism.
matter.
I'm sorry. Say that again,
would still
Trish. I couldn't
agree.
hear. Say that again, Trish. I couldn't hear you.
I was just repeating what you said.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
How you said,
yeah.
you know,
You said you would. Okay, Trisha, you strongly disagree.
I strongly disagree. Like, I'm not about to support a country that does wrong.
Yeah, if something's wrong with America, you criticize it.
Yeah,
That's how this
I
country was founded.
understand, but
Yeah.
it comes back to this comes back down to the same two-party policies.
I don't think there should
Whether-
be any but, because he just said it straight up. Whatever the
Yeah,
country
yeah,
does, you would
straight up.
support.
Yeah, whether it's right or wrong, straight up. None of this like, well, if you look at the social economic strata between different races,
Yeah,
no.
you
I'm staying with
admitted
that.
to
Right
it,
or right?
supporting
I
whatever.
agree.
Okay,
Don't say
What
but.
about you? You agree or disagree? Strongly agree.
I'm agree. I'm not gonna strongly
Whether
agree. I'm
right or
agree.
that's
That's so
bold. That's bold of you,
crazy.
motherfucker. That's bold of you,
I'm
motherfucker.
agree.
Like Jesus, you guys don't know.
I trust those niggas.
You trust America?
I trust these.
You trust America? we done so much shit. This country.
Why
What?
you acting like, bro? It comes at the same thing. The two-party is whatever party
Bro,
did causing the
and
problem.
besides, what I got to worry about when Joe Biden president? What I got to worry about?
What
I know
does-
that nigga won't lie to me.
What does this? What? I am not
I ain't
talking.
black,
I
but
am
I'm
not.
voting for
I am
him.
not talking about the president of the United States. I'm just talking about just the history, just whether we do right or wrong. Will you support?
Present, past,
Never
whatever.
done wrong.
Okay, next question. He's showing.
Why are you laughing? I'm just saying.
He was joking
Where
on
you
that.
guys are.
Sorry, Trish. What were we saying?
Nope. Just what's the next question?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because they
It's just
wanna
that
laugh.
it's just the way our the mics
we
is
are
set up.
way louder than you.
Yeah, to us, but to them, you're probably louder. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Because you're not, in the room.
All right. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it.
Disagree.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Wait, what was it?
I agree.
Read it over.
No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it.
Foolish.
Yeah.
Agree.
Why?
What do you mean foolish?
if you're born in a country,
Okay.
obviously you don't have a choice in it, right?
Yeah.
It would
Obviously.
be dumb to like it.
No, they're saying it'd be like it'd be like you being proud of your skin color. You had no choice of it, so why are you proud of
I'm
it?
proud of it.
Yeah, I think you should be proud of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm proud of my heritage.
I don't give a fuck. Like I had no choice in this. I did not do anything to accomplish what we've done. I don't think I don't think I should. I personally had this need to feel this profound proudness out of it.
I would be proud of
I
it.
feel like it depends.
I feel like if I would be any other race
Yeah.
or any other nationality, I
Yeah.
would still be proud of where I came from or who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why that would be foolish.
I just think you had no part in it, so why matter?
Okay.
What about you? What about you, Jojo?
I'm gonna be proud of it. I'm not gonna just continue and wallow and be sad.
Strongly
Damn.
disagree or disagree? Strongly disagree or disagree?
Agree.
So it's
proud of-
foolish. You're agreeing that it's foolish to be part of it.
No.
proud of it.
You
No,
disagree.
fuck.
So you disagree.
Yeah,
Strongly disagree or disagree?
Strongly disagree.
What about you? You two? Ty, you two?
Yeah, strongly.
Okay. Well, what about you, Trish?
Okay, for me, I agree for my country, but I feel like it depends for any other countries because of reputation and stuff like that.
So,
Like, say if my country had a really bad reputation, I wouldn't want to, be proud to say that I'm, so and so.
but
So
why? This is the problem with the proudness. So now you're trying to. Why do you have to be tied to your country, to your country's failures, simply because you were born there?
Hold on.
Because of stupid people in the world these days.
Yeah,
If you
but-
say like a country name, like say I don't know, like
Fucking.
say if you say Indonesia and something really bad happens to Indonesia, everybody would think of
That's
bad
just
things
ignorance.
about it.
but you were no part of it.
Well, no,
so
I-
what's the point
those
of
people-
you
I don't-
feeling bad about it?
Ignorant.
Okay, I see your point. Yeah, I do see your point.
Question though.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I think. What do you think the question is trying to say?
Okay, fine. Yeah, I agree because you have no choice.
No. What is your answer? I don't want to influence you.
I mean, I said my answer.
What was it?
She agrees.
I said it.
You agree?
My answer right now is that I agree.
Okay. You were saying, Ty?
Oh yeah, I was saying that I felt like you didn't fully grasp the question.
What was it saying?
Yeah,
It's
that's
saying how. What? Repeat it.
No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it.
Right. So, it's for you to feel like it has nothing to do with you since you had nothing to eat, since you didn't have a choice in being born in a country, right?
Yeah.
You feel like screw it, don't matter.
I'm not saying screw it, don't matter. I'm just saying why should I feel proud? What did I have a part in this?
that is
for me
fair. That makes sense.
For me,
See, I
proudness.
don't know. I don't have an answer.
For me to be proud of something, I need to have a hand. I am proud of this podcast right now because we actually did some shit together today. I'm proud of that. Now, if I was bestowed this podcast by the podcast gods,
But listen,
I would not be proud of that.
you're a part of it.
Yeah.
You're still a part of it, regardless. Like how you're a part of this podcast.
Yeah.
You're a part of where you came from.
Yeah, but I did not have a choice in it, is what I'm
But
saying.
you're
So
still
what's
a
the point?
product of your environment and where you've come from.
Okay.
Why would you not be proud of it? In a way, you are part of your country.
I understand. I am part of. It goes back to the: are you proud of your race or are you proud of your gender? Do you feel like some stuff that you cannot control should be worth your proudness? I think it should. I think there's some stuff you could celebrate. Sure, if you want to celebrate Black History Month, that's fine. But this sense of like, we gotta go. We gotta quickly run through these questions.
But hold on. The
getting
sense
late.
of proudness, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, in the way you're using, it's like, do you like where you came from? You know what I'm saying? Not like, do you feel accomplished about where you came from?
All right, agree to disagree. Next question: our race has many superior qualities compared with other races.
Wait, what?
Our race has many superior qualities compared to other races.
Disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Disagree.
That's an easy one.
Our race has many superior qualities. This one's just
Yeah.
pigeonhole. Our race has many superior qualities. I'll just disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The
Said that
enemy-
weirdly. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I agree.
That depends on a lot of shit.
Well,
That depends
this
on
is
a lot.
most of a general question. So
You said you would agree. What did you say,
I'm
JJ?
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Trish?
I'm gonna agree too.
I mean, I'll just agree. Why not? No, fuck that. I'm not go blindly fucking. You hate that guy. I like you. No, motherfucker. No. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Oh, thank you.
What?
Yeah, I had to agree with that.
military action,
That defies international law is sometimes justified.
Yes.
like a war crime.
I think it will be classified. Well, it said military action. That could mean a lot of things. So I would assume war crime would be part of that.
Fuck no. I disagree with that.
What about you, Trish?
What was the question?
Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified.
I'm gonna skip.
You can't skip this.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, whatever if it's justified, the actions of a country's military, if a country's military disobeys the international law, say the law set up by the UN or something, if it goes against that, as long as it's justified, it's okay.
I don't think so. A law is a law. If you don't follow it, you don't follow it. Consequences.
International, it's sometimes justified. I'll just fucking disagree.
I feel like is it saying like, oh, just because you're in the military, things are different with the law?
No, the international law, the UN is United
Okay, wait.
Nations.
Okay, next question. There is now a worrying.
care about this
There's
question.
now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. I'm going to strongly agree on that one. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment.
I don't want to answer.
Yes, agree.
Agree?
I don't want to answer.
Worrying fusion.
Yeah, entertainment and information.
Oh hell yeah!
yeah.
Strongly agree with that.
Yeah.
You strongly agree to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Too much.
What about you, Trish?
Can't hear anything.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but I just didn't hear a question.
Oh, there is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment.
I'm skipping.
Trish, you can't do this. You need to
I
answer.
want to skip. I do not want to answer because I don't fully understand and I don't want you guys to explain it.
I agree. Because I think if you want to see, I'm just gonna say agree. All right. People are ultimately divided more by class than the nationality. I'm gonna strongly disagree with that one. So people are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, strongly agree.
I don't think so.
That's a
So which one is a disagree or strongly disagree?
Either disagree or agree, so I would say disagree.
all right. I'm gonna go with disagree. For
Wait,
100.
you think people are more divided by nationality than class in this country?
No, I said class,
Me?
so I agree then, right?
Kind of.
Yes. Wait, you think it's divided more by class?
Yeah,
Okay,
by
so,
class.
so you agree then?
But some people think it's nationality.
I don't give a fuck
more
what some
than-
people think.
You know what? It could. It actually is both. So, but I would go more with the nationality.
window. I can feel like you just want to wrap this up.
No, I don't want to. It's just like I like when we add stuff like different nuances to different situations. But it was shit like, do you like peanut butter or jelly? Well, when you look at the manufacturing label of peanut butter, and you really, it's like motherfucker,
you're
answer
talking
the
about when we
question.
branched off.
It's like
okay.
I like branching off to stuff. It just sometimes it's just like, come on.
Well, you just want to say yes, no. Like,
No. I like the conversation. I really like the conversation. The one about the proud. I really like the whether you're proud of your country or not. I like that one. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Let's agree with that shit, man.
that's a toughie.
Controlling inflation is more important than controlling
What the heck is
unemployment.
that?
Because if you like inflation,
Yeah.
get out of get out of control. You feel me? Like that honey bun's got to be $2.
All right. I mean, inflation.
I disagree.
I've-
Unemployment is. You should look at unemployment.
Yeah, I'm fucking. Yeah.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, strong disagreement.
I feel like inflation correlates with unemployment, but I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like that. I don't know.
Because
What-
if there's more people that are employed,
Yeah.
inflation goes up.
What about you, Trish? What do you feel?
I don't want to answer.
I disagree.
What the fuck?
Whoa, okay, hold up. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulations. Strongly agree.
All right, I don't want to do this anymore.
I agree.
What-
You really don't understand any of this?
I don't focus on these things, so no,
I mean,
I don't.
I don't focus on this either, but I know what it means.
All right, well, we're different.
I guess you're right.
All right, what about you, JJ?
I think you said the government. Repeat the question.
Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulations.
I agree.
Okay. For each according to his ability, to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea.
Repeat that? That's just confused the hell out of me.
From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamentally good idea. It's basically saying if you're not abled, you should be able. You should have help. It's basically like the whole social safety net shit, where it's like, oh, you don't have enough money to enter to do this. There's
We're gonna
Medicaid,
add
there's
you
food
ways
stamps.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Wait, what's the alternative?
You don't.
Yeah, I strongly agree.
What are you, JJ?
Agree.
Homeboy is on his phone. It's homeboy. Are you playing 2K on your phone, motherfucker? I'm about to throw that shit out the window. You serious? You serious? This motherfucker. Agree. Oh man, good pass, LeBron. No, what? The freer the market, the freer the people. Well, okay, yeah. The freer the market, the freer the people.
Okay, what exactly does a free market mean?
Okay, a free market is basically probably the ultimate, like, is what capitalism is striving to be, where it's supply and demand. Where if the consumer wants this, a supplier must demand it.
Strongly agree.
The free of the market, the free. I disagree.
If the consumer wants this, the supplier has it.
Yeah, but the problem is, which is some of the issues with capitalism, is it leads to companies not being regulated, and it leads to awful business practices and wealth inequality. So that's what I'm saying.
True, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
agree.
Okay, you agree? What about you?
There's always gonna be bad parts, right?
And there's no middle ground, right?
No
No.
middle ground. This test does not have this.
Damn. I'm gonna have to agree.
All right.
Go with agree, man.
It's a sad reflection of our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled branding consumer product. I agree. Strongly agree.
I mean, like, stop doing that.
Yeah, I keep moving.
Kind of sound like a hippie.
What's
Not
wrong
saying
with being
you.
a
I'm not
hippie?
saying you, but
I've been called hippie multiple times, actually.
I don't want to be a hippie. I don't like those people.
Why?
So environment
They're not
friendly.
human.
They're not. I mean, like, bro, the environment. I've been called hippie multiple times,
like
and it's like whatever.
They're up their own ass
Yeah.
about the way they feel about how they're
They smell it.
affecting, how they're fucking saving the world and shit.
Tree huggers.
I mean, I gotta agree though, because it is so sad. Like,
What about you, JJ?
So, I guess like is it wrong for me to want to pay more for water that's been brought through the process with minerals and all that?
No, what they're saying is something as basic as water is being commercialized
Why not?
because it's a basic it's a basic thing that humans need.
no, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
It's a basic
But
human need.
no, it's not. But
That's like air being
doesn't it go
commercialized.
through a
though.
process for
Like
it
you
to
kind of
get?
need that.
Right, but
It goes through a process to get it to where it's at,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you just can't go into a stream and just drink the water like that. There
Yeah.
must be parasites and crap in there.
true.
Yeah.
True. And let's say we were the niggas that made Nirvana or Polar Spring, right? We would be making fucking bank. Can you blame them? I mean,
No,
they-
yeah, I can't blame them because fucking shitty ass companies like Nestle has done horrible shits to the environment, and like they've done horrible shits to African countries by not serving them the proper amount of water and being like stingy with their water products.
That's the government's
but
fault,
That's
bro.
not.
You mean the companies?
But that's not like
Government.
the basis of the question. You know, that's more into it. But the basis is saying just the fact that water is being
Sold.
brand and sold and
Yeah.
capitalized.
Yeah.
It's sad, which I still agree. But I mean, you got to understand the undertoning of it.
I see what you mean.
Similar to what he's saying. I understand that you shouldn't, but hey, man, I guess the process it goes through is really, really expensive to get it where it's at. So it's understandable that what I did, what the payment that I put out
Yeah.
to get this done, the labor that I took to get this done, I should make some money off of it.
All right. Agree or disagree?
So I agree.
You agree that it's sad?
You agree that it's sad?
I disagree.
Okay, you
Okay,
disagree.
disagree.
Land. Hold up. Let me scroll. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. This
Disagree.
one's tough for me.
Disagree.
I strongly disagree.
Disagree.
You strongly disagree, both of you?
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
I mean,
This one's tough for
that
me.
was like the beginning of the Americas with the acres.
Should be.
and-
I mean, but you know,
Getting land.
people die because of that. A lot of natives died, dude.
listen,
That's,
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I was just saying that's just how this shit started. You know, that's how we monopolize.
No one should have to die over land. Everyone knows that. No one should have to die.
if there was like neither option, I'll just.
Yeah,
agree.
but they should have it in between, man. Come on, man.
By the way, Trish, you're still there. I'm scared that you just left and you,
I'm still here.
Please don't leave us. Don't leave us, please.
You'll see. if I
We're gonna get
do.
to you. We just want to finish this. and then
Exactly.
we can get to you. I'm curious about where I stand on this.
It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, strongly agree.
Okay, I agree, but shit, if I can get some cash out of you without doing extra shit, I'm doing that shit. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Fucking scammer.
Once again, I can see where he's coming from.
Listen, man, man.
Get that back. You
Scammers.
feel me? Hey, I didn't say I would do it. I just understand where he's coming from.
Protectionism is something necessary in trade. I don't even know if I fully understand what this is saying.
Protectionism.
Yeah, I'm assuming it means I'm not even going to
Like
try
you
to.
doing a drug deal, you bring some boys with you.
No, I don't think that's protectionism, but whatever. What is protectionism?
Bro.
The theory of practice of shielding a country's domestic industries from foreign competition by taxing imports. You know what? We're just going to. Do you guys even know what this means?
I don't
No
know.
idea.
Let's agree to
Let's
this.
all just agree.
As you, yeah, we just all.
it don't sound good.
Yeah, we all disagree. Yeah, it's like, let's just. All right. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. I disagree.
That's it? That's
I
it?
agree.
The only social responsibility of a company that should be to deliver a profit for its shareholders. I disagree. If a company is,
I feel like the other shit is just extra though. Go ahead though.
I believe that if a company is a byproduct of that company is destroying shit like the environment. Homeboy just spit something. Whatever.
No, he didn't.
Like if.
You didn't just spit in my fucking house, did you?
No.
You know, I don't even know. I lost my train of thought. I strongly disagree. What do you guys think?
I disagree.
I disagree. You?
Sorry.
The rich are.
I gotta give a little bit of shit about you. A little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, I'm sorry for destroying your house and burning your crops, but you know,
Just business.
you know, those shareholders,
Take
man.
1,000 of your dollars, you filthy peasant.
Okay, whatever. The rich are too highly taxed. I don't even know how taxed. I don't even know.
Disagree. Disagree.
What?
The rich are too highly taxed.
I don't think they are even highly taxed. There's a lot of rich
not.
people that find loopholes.
Exactly.
So strongly,
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, your God Emperor. No, I'm just kidding. The rich are too highly taxed. It's like the way you guys describe him is like
That was
But you-
Emperor
he went off.
Trump.
No,
like,
no,
But
no.
listen,
Yeah.
right? Some who do pay high taxes, they're paying most of the taxes that we don't pay. Because the more money you make is the more taxes you pay.
That is true.
Find me a rich person. Legitimately, find me a rich person that pays their fair share amount of taxes.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos probably
I can't
shits
name
out
off
more
you,
than what we
but-
could ever make in our
But
lifetime.
look at Joe Reagan, right?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, didn't he have to? What is it, Reagan
I'm thinking you
or
mean like Ronald Reagan's son or some shit. It's like what?
Joe Reagan.
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Didn't he move from one state to another because of taxes?
Yeah, California to Dallas
So if
or LA to Dallas.
he was paying too much taxes in
Is that
California,
nigga really rich? No,
He had 100. I was about to say, like you saw that contract.
he got bread. So
Oh my
like,
god, guap.
so him leaving,
I gotta stop turning this shit.
him leaving,
Yeah.
showed you that the rich. After a while, the rich, like if the more they increase taxes on the rich, is the more they're gonna start to leave and leave and go somewhere else. And remember, taxes trickle down, so someone has to pay it. So we're gonna end up paying it. If the more they tax the rich, and then the more the rich leave, because we just can't get up and leave. So someone has to pay the taxes. So it's gonna trickle down to us. So we're gonna have to pay the taxes.
You know what? If you're so fucking stingy with your billions of fucking money that you leave because
But
I need to be
how does
taxed. Get out,
60% of your
then you
money
can fuck-
sound?
Then you can go fuck off.
Right? Like
How does 60% of your money sound? 60%.
I am not asking. I am not asking to be. I don't know.
That's what
anything
Joe
about-
Biden is asking
I
you
don't-
guys.
I don't think. I'm not an accountant or shit, but I highly doubt they're being paid tax 60 fucking percent.
No, that's what the law. That's what Joe
60%.
Biden wants to bring in. He wants
I
to
don't
bring
even really
60%.
know if that
Yes,
even
look it
what
up.
he's-
60%.
Disagree. Agree. Strongly disagree. Strongly
Already
agree.
disagreed.
I know. I already predicted. What do you mean? The rich are too highly taxed.
Agree.
Agree.
You think they're too taxed?
Too highly taxed?
You think the rich are too highly taxed?
No.
Then why you say agree?
No, I said strongly disagree. I'm saying you
Oh.
agree.
Oh, my bad.
Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Strongly fucking what? Fuck off. Strongly disagree. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care.
I disagree.
Okay.
I gotta think about it. Because like,
Oh my god.
bro, if Lil Wayne just got shot and he's rushed to the hospital, you tell me this nigga need to wait in a line with the rest of these fucking
You're damn
players?
right. You better wait. I don't give a fuck if you. I don't care if you can rap. Step aside, sir, with the bullet wound. This man that can rap deserves to get surgery for. You could fuck off.
Well, how you feel about the prison?
Huh?
When they get special treatment in prison?
Well, obviously, because he's the leader of a country, so obviously he's going to get priority. But we're talking about those with
Leader of a
the
country.
president.
Nigga, we weren't talking about the president.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said Lil Wayne.
I thought you said, what about the president?
Fuck no.
Did you not hear that?
I said Lil Wayne. Did you hear me?
No, after that he said, but what about the president? Did you not just hear that?
I heard it.
Exactly. You
What did I
said
say?
said, but what about the president?
Why did I say that?
It doesn't- whatever. Do you agree? What's your stance?
I disagree.
Okay. Governments should penalize businesses that mislead the public.
Strongly agree.
Agree, man.
Ooh,
Strongly
yeah, I
agree,
agree.
man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wait,
That
what'd you say,
motherfucker
Trish?
Affleck, fuck me over.
I said agree.
Trisha, you're like 12 questions behind. It's like, Jesus. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies.
Say that one more time.
A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies.
Agree.
Yes, I agree. I strongly agree. Actually,
Sometimes these people get out of hand, so yes, you have to have some regulations.
That's
on
like
them.
the opposite of the other question for the market, free market.
holy shit, we're just halfway there.
Holy moly donuts! How many questions we did?
A lot. But we're going to more social issues, so this one's a bit more.
Okay.
Abortions when the woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. I think I kind of see where the wind's blowing with you two.
Agree.
Strongly agree.
I mean,
Put two stronglies on there.
whatever, man.
Yo.
Little Johnny deserved to come out that motherfucker.
What the hell, JJ? I can't fucking. It's stuck on your page.
Oh, what is this? It's crashing.
It's stuck on your page for some fucking reason. Continue.
Fuck off your phone.
Oh yeah. Fuck off your phone, man. Oh yeah, that's why you didn't answer this. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public.
Yes.
Okay, agree.
Agree. Iffy.
Okay. I know you strongly agree with the abortion one. All authority should be questioned. Strongly agree. All authority should be questioned.
Yes. All. Yeah.
Yes. Agree.
What do you mean, like
All
firemen?
authority.
Do you think they should be questioned?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
did
no
you
one.
start that fire.
Obviously, no, not to the point where it's like, hey, sir, did you start that fire that you clearly saved people from? No, I don't think anyone should be above questioning because they have power. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You should be able to give a account.
If it's in that sense, yeah,
Okay.
strongly agree.
What about you?
Agree. Everyone should give an account.
Agree or strongly agree?
Agree.
Someone's.
What's stopping you from getting strongly? I'm curious.
He doesn't want to question Trump.
No, that's not the thing. That's not the thing. Sometimes you don't need.
I just grabbed in the mic.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
can't
it's
get
fine.
the answer to everything because it might hurt the people. I don't know.
That sounds like a conversation for another time.
Like we're all inside of a marble. What's
So-
gonna hurt the people, man?
Like the whole Corona thing.
Every Sprite is
Remember
filled
how
with
you
some form of acid.
Okay, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree with that. Yeah.
Disagree.
Someone's still not. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up in any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis.
What?
I don't understand
What do
that.
you mean?
People shouldn't support museums or theaters that they can't support themselves. They're saying like their taxes shouldn't be
That
taxes. Hold up, bro. I'm still busy. Taxes. Sorry for the phone call. Taxes. People shouldn't pay taxes to support businesses or theaters if they cannot support themselves. So, say a business, a museum is failing or some shit, then it shouldn't be on the taxpayers' behalf to help that theater out.
I mean, who fucking cares? If they're taking my tax money,
I don't even give a fuck.
Right.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest
who
with you.
fucking cares? Like, I don't care where it's going to, but y'all can make some.
I don't know
packs,
about that.
Fly around and shit. You know, I ain't getting that shit back. I don't care. I guess I will get it back.
So you disagree?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
agree.
Disagree. Okay. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory.
Pause.
I agree.
What? Should not compulsory? What's the fucking point of school if you're not required to go there then? What?
What compulsory means?
I mean, like,
You're required by law. That's what compulsory means.
I think I understand because, like, sometimes
Disagree. Never mind. If they require by them,
It's like, what? What about you, JJ?
I agree, man.
All right.
You agree that they should, by law,
Yeah,
not have to go to school?
I not understand these guys. I disagree.
12 in the morning. We're keeping going. Sorry. So it's 12 in the morning. Come on. All people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. That
Disagree.
is segregation. That's segregation.
Racist.
That's segregation right
Yeah,
there.
I strongly disagree with that. What? No. They really expect some racists to be on this.
Oh, because there's a lot. Trust me, there's a lot.
Yeah, I
There's a
know.
lot. Like, you mean to tell me we should all be equal?
More superior than them.
Good parents. So good parents sometimes have to spank their children.
Agree.
No.
Well, we're Caribbean, so like like spanking is like our bread and butter.
Yeah.
So
I disagree.
I think
I couldn't hit my kid. I'm gonna be honest.
because you don't have a kid.
But if I did,
Trust me, there will
my
be
dreams,
Yeah.
I got them.
there will be a
I
point.
couldn't hit them.
All right, but you're not hitting your kid to harm them.
I mean, what's the? I mean,
discipline.
Yeah, it's more discipline, I
You're
guess.
still harming them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like the
so-
point being is more discipline.
I understand some people take it too far.
Yeah, some
like
people-
I never had my mom always use a belt, but I never had my dad or mom like fist me in my belly or punch me. Like that's
Yeah, I've
that's
only had-
the only-
That's
Yeah, that's
different.
abuse.
That's
I've
different.
had, but the science. There's some studies that says like spanking doesn't really work. But whatever.
no that punching in the belly and stuff.
What's your
that's-
stance? What's your stance?
That's abuse.
I agree with the discipline part, but when your parents stiffen you in your belly and punching you in your mouth and stuff, that's abuse.
It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents.
Yep.
Yeah, I strongly agree. It's like what?
What kind of question is that? yeah, strongly agree. Yeah.
Okay. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Strongly agree.
trying to agree.
You like to switch up your stances. What happened to that Ruby Tuesday stance there, buddy?
I'm saying like if it's a personal use, it's not for selling. Obviously, I agree with that. But if you have the intent to sell it, then no.
Yes, I agree with that.
The prime function of
Well, I
schooling
mean, some people
should
gotta
be to
get
equip
some money.
the prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to
Nice.
find jobs.
Strongly
Agree. That's the only reason I'm going to school to make money.
I agree, but
careers on their job.
Yeah, I agree, but I think school should be more about. It should be about finding your job, but it's also be about finding what you're passionate about, what you want to do with
Well,
your
that
life.
could fall into.
So it could fall, but I was going strongly because I want to be different. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce.
agree.
How serious are we talking about? Like it's like my blood burns or some shit.
That's a hard one, man.
That's difficult for me.
That's a hard one.
Green Goblin.
Do I really want?
Like, do we want Quasimodo to reproduce or something?
I don't want to. Even if they, no, I don't want to stop it. I mean, I disagree with that.
So what do you want to do for people having sex and they have a baby?
If it says serious inheritable disease, that means like pain. It means like the baby will feel
But to
an
stop
extreme amount
them
of pain.
from having sex,
Yeah.
that's kind of inhumane.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm just saying like I disagree.
Like, bro, you got a disease, man. You cannot fuck. Like, damn. Not only do I got a deadly disease, I also can't fuck.
You know what we should do? We should make machines so like seriously disabled people could like fuck. You know what I mean? Like
What?
Stop, right?
I'm talking about
That's
like
the-
we need to
that's the
create a
priority right now.
machine where like if you're like you have like your arms don't work, your skin's falling off, and you're the elephant man. There should be a machine where like it creates a virtual reality of what you want to fuck, and you're able to fuck it.
That's already real.
Oh, that's I see what you're talking about.
Except that
I agree with that.
Thank you, Trish. Someone gets me. All right, what you?
It reminds me of that robot from Rick and Morty. Remember that
Yeah.
that episode
Yeah.
where they would have sex with the robot and it would go to the mothership or something. They would have a baby. You remember that episode?
I remember that episode. It's just the way you described it.
I don't remember.
What
that.
about you?
Have a baby.
So that's what you mean? Something similar to that?
No. Just like
No.
a room where it's like it gives you 3D imaging or a virtual reality of like what you want to fuck, and like it gives you the like most. I feel like that would just be
bro,
abused by real
anybody
people.
would be using.
Yeah, everybody would. So yeah, never mind.
Wait,
what do you believe?
real people?
Yeah, I feel like real. Yeah, I forgot. Disabled people are not real. Okay, so what do you say?
They're just real people in costume.
It's like take the mask off, brother. Come on. No,
That's a hard one. I would have to disagree.
Okay.
They have the right to have sex and all that, but the reproducing part.
The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. No.
I disagree with
disagree.
that. Why would that be the most important thing?
Yeah, no.
yeah,
No.
that's true. Disagree.
Be you, bro. That's how you create
Joe
fecal.
doesn't look disciplined.
I mean, we're not gonna talk about him. He probably listening to this. Go to bed, bro. All right. There are no savage
Listen
and
at 4 o'clock.
there are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures.
I have to disagree.
Strongly
with that.
agree with that.
This is relative because
Just different culture, man. That's same shit with the pilgrims and the.
they're only. So you're saying there's no savage or civil? They're just different cultures.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree. There are savages and there are people.
Logan Paul.
I think sometimes we tend to like hide behind a culture.
Really?
What do you mean?
Like, mass genocide of a certain race, like Hitler, he would be basically what he deemed in his culture, what he deemed as what a person should be, right? In his mind, he think that was right. So when you identify him as a savage,
No, savage implies the lack of moral code
he didn't have any moral code.
and
He
the lack of following laws.
That might have been a fucked up, misguided code.
Yeah, he
But he had one.
I mean, even savages follow a code. It's just not the standard status quo code.
What about
that,
like
exists.
sexual? Like what about mutification? Like how with certain African cultures where they would like cut certain parts of the woman's vagina.
Like circumcision now that we have here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, in a sense.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this one's tough for me. There's a lot of these we could discuss a lot later, but
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Yeah.
let's get there. You okay?
We've been recording for like what? How long? Like
An hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I told you this might be a long one. Those who are able to work and refuse opportunity should not expect society support. I disagree.
I agree.
It's like,
Those who continue to work shouldn't get society support.
yeah, I feel like that's a slippery slope because, like, how far could you go with that?
Isn't that like working and getting unemployment?
No, that's like, I know people gain the system. No. It's like, say you absolutely do not want to work. You want to stay in your mom's basement, eat Cheetos, and play World of Warcraft all day.
Right.
You should not expect society support.
You should not.
Agree.
As long as you're fucking human. You should be,
I mean, in what sense? Like society support, as in like the government?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
To
like
give
just the
you money because
Say
you
that
don't want to
again?
get your own money.
Say that again one more time, Trish. I didn't hear you.
That government should give you money just because you don't want to make your own money. I feel like
It is.
No,
It says society support though, not the government.
What is
So what?
society
What is society
Is
support?
it like a therapist?
Like, is it just the basic things that everyone have?
Having
Like,
friends?
hey,
Wait, what was the question again?
those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support.
Well, if you refuse to work, then that's on you.
I don't know about this. This is. I need to really. What about you?
You have
JJ?
money and it's
agree.
available for you to get a job. You can get a job, and some people are out there like, oh, I don't want one. Why? Because you're lazy? I don't think no one should support you if you're lazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If somebody truly doesn't want to live job and wants to live life, just I like the life I live. I play Smite all day.
To live life
Let him
where
live.
somebody
Who
else
cares?
supports
Who
you.
cares? Who cares? If he doesn't want to work as a fucking gas station employee, then fine. When you're troubled, it is better to not think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. That depends on what you're troubled about.
I disagree.
That depends on, like, say if you're getting abused by your spouse, like, you thinking about lollipops and springing around
Actually-
with unicorns wouldn't need to probably isn't a good thing here.
I agree with that.
It's better to not think about it.
I had that situation when TJ passed.
Yeah,
I had it helped.
I think it depends though. Like, say it depends on a lot of things. So
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah, it
true.
does depend.
That's
like,
true.
say if you're going through depression or whatever, I don't know.
I'll agree just because
Think
it's like,
happy.
it says trouble. It didn't say like
Yeah.
your family's being burned. You should probably think about
Oh,
about being in
no, you
Hogwarts
should
with Harry Potter.
Do something about that.
First
And that's like
generation.
ignoring it.
First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country.
Strongly disagree.
I disagree. I strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree with that.
Disagree.
Bro, you ain't even from here.
Damn.
I am from here.
Told
I was
the
born
world
here.
what he's doing.
You.
Oh, me? I mean, yeah, I was born in 80.
Really?
You've known me for how long and you've never known this? What's good for the most successful corporation is always ultimately good for all of us. I could not strongly disagree even more, bro. What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
strongly disagree.
what they want is more money.
Yeah. How's EA helping me?
Yeah, how's Bill Gates getting more money going to support me?
Yeah.
Come on. What about you, JJ?
Throw a
Agree.
fundraiser.
You what?
Disagree.
I was about to, I heard him disagree. I was about to debate.
Best Buy is really helping me out.
It's like, man, thank you, Jeff. That one click buy button really does support me. No broadcast institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding.
I agree.
PBS is public funding.
No, I don't. I
I don't think
disagree.
CNN should receive any funding. I don't
disagree
think
with that.
ABC News should receive funding.
But it's like this.
Yeah, but you're talking about massive, like self-sustaining
Like,
broadcasting institutions.
Regardless if it's independent.
Yeah,
No. Why would no?
it should not receive. What do you disagree?
Disagree. Yeah.
What about you, JJ?
Anything disagree? They don't receive nothing.
Should receive public funding.
No,
Disagree.
I don't feel like that's like an obligation.
It depends on a lot of things.
They're fake news. I don't trust them.
No problem. I'll disagree. Why not?
Only Alex Jones.
They're turning the
Our
frogs gay.
Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism.
What?
Our civil liberties are being.
No, I heard you.
Oh,
What the fuck does that even?
It's saying that your liberties are trying to be taken away by what you would call terrorists or radicals.
Liberals. Does that count?
I mean, you believe the radicals. And
Yeah, they
I
are
don't.
The radical liberals want to take my guns away, even though I don't got any.
Wow, that's very. I never knew you could wrap so many conservative stereotypes into one sentence. I never knew. But so you disagree?
Disagree.
I agree.
Yeah. What, you disagree?
Agree.
I mean, who do I think is counter-terrorists? I can't even think of one. I'm disagreeing. Like, I can't even really think of like who is trying to take away my liberties that I would call counter-terrorists.
Democrats.
Like, this isn't a movie where it's like Super Al Qaeda is trying to take away your weed. No,
The new regime.
yeah. A significant advantage of one party is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in the democratic political system. I don't fully understand this sentence, but I want to disagree for some reason.
I don't know, man.
I agree with that.
Homeboy really just, bro, you're not gonna put your hands all over the microphones, are you?
Huh?
I'm not even gonna tell the audience where that hand was. It's like a significant advantage of one party state is that it avoids all arguments that delay progress in the democratic.
Say it again, but slowly.
A significant advantage of a one party state is that it avoids all the arguments
God, my mom.
that delay progress in a democratic political system. Tell her you're busy.
Disagree. Because I don't get it.
By the way, I think we should check in on Trish because it's been a while. Trish, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just listening.
Hello?
That's good. By the way, do you strongly agree or disagree? Because
Hello?
don't slam the fucking headphones on the table, you
Yo.
douche.
I'm doing something
Important. Say it's important.
important. I'm doing something with my friend Project. Yeah, I'm doing something.
Yeah, say it's
Soon
important.
come.
Oh yeah, the viewers can't hear this, but yeah, our friend JJ is
Remember our
having a
friend?
conversation with his mama.
Doing like a podcast.
She's-
We're not cutting this out.
I have my
We're not cutting
glasses
this out because I don't got software.
on. I have my-
So.
Oh yeah, I'll cut this out if it's not funny.
This isn't funny.
I mean, maybe if I listen to it again, it's like, ha ha, I like it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Bro,
delete
your
this.
sense of humor is like,
Amazing. I know. Thank you.
so if you, I trust you.
JJ, how's it going? Your mom scared to death? Because my mom was. By the way, people, yeah, we have moms that love us. That's what happens when you have a family.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a mom that loves you.
She
At
just
least
called
three
in
of us
to
do.
see if everything was okay.
You have a.
I ain't talking about mom.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree because I don't even know what this is saying. You say disagree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
Y'all
understand
did.
that shit.
Because this is. you don't understand.
Although the electronic age make official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. I don't want you to know.
I agree.
what's good.
I don't care if you know what I'm beating off to. I'm really not into. I'm not
You know, I
trying
think
to blow up someone's router. So I'm sorry.
That's true.
I think it's trampling on my right of privacy. Like, do you need to know like what type of porn I like?
I get what you're talking about, but honestly, I don't care.
I-
And Google's getting sued for, or was it Google or Chrome? I think it was Chrome's getting sued
Chrome
because
is
the
by Google.
incognito tab isn't doing shit.
For real?
Really?
Damn it! Damn it. No, I don't even use incognito tab for porn like that. I only use it if I have like stupid questions I want to ask.
Still use it, but like, who's gonna look at my phone? I don't care.
I mean,
You know, it got to that point where it's like, I feel like I'm an adult, man. If someone sees I'm watching fucking 2 brownies
yeah.
being ate by a fat bitch while she's sucking a dude's dick, I wouldn't care.
All right, so your porn
forgot
history
she was
just
here.
became a lot clearer for me. So
Dude, that is not what I want.
I know. What about you, JJ?
I agree, bro. You know who matters? It doesn't matter what I'm watching. I'm not doing anything illegal. So
Again, I just think, listen, if I want to watch 2 trannies fuck a donkey, it's
Honestly,
my fault.
think of it this way, though.
What?
Pedophile.
Yeah.
Homeboy got 16 terabytes of child porn. Right? And the government's like, bro, really? 16 terabytes? Listen, and they get that motherfucker out of there.
Okay, I see
Is
that.
it that bad,
I see
really?
that point, but
They can feel like Big Brother. Right?
I don't want to think. I don't want a big brother. Okay, I'm the big brother. Again, little bro, go to bed. The death penalty, because he's listening to this. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. I don't support the death penalty.
No,
whatsoever.
I strongly disagree.
What about you, JJ? I know how you feel about the death penalty. If I step on the wrong crack, I should be killed. I know how you work. I know how you work.
if I believe in the death penalty,
Yeah. If I sneeze the wrong way, I should be
honestly,
electrocuted.
death is too. I don't.
It's
agree with it.
it's too easy.
It's like an easy way out. I think that there should be. I don't believe in death penalty, honestly.
So strongly disagree.
Yeah.
Okay. In a civilized society. By the way, our answers are becoming more and more similar the more I look at it. In a civilized
As long as you
society.
get him with the patriotic shit.
Well, yeah.
America.
Okay. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded.
I agree.
Listen.
There is no such thing as a utopia.
That's true.
I do not believe somebody. You said agree?
Yeah.
I do not believe somebody should be obeyed. It goes back to the question earlier about like is somebody and anybody of authority should be questioned.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So if an officer is telling you to get down,
Yeah.
you ain't fucking with that.
Sure. I
That
am.
won't- in this simplistic stance, that's what I just used right there. But like, that's pretty much how I feel about it. It's like there has to be some type of authority
Yeah.
to have people in order and check.
Yeah.
Some type doesn't mean it has to be fucking like egregious or abused.
Yeah.
It just got to be
I
there.
think without
for just-
authority, I think chaos will ensue.
But they're not asking about like should there not be. They're asking about if it should be obeyed,
Yeah.
and that's my problem. I don't think any authority should automatically be obeyed, because then you just become a walking zombie of that authority. I don't think
I agree.
because
Well, that
Wait, what you're saying?
doesn't that depend on the authority? Like depending on what
yeah, yeah,
what it's allowing,
Yeah.
and the laws that are placed in order,
Yeah.
or the shit that you need to follow, the things that you have
Yeah.
to obey,
Yeah.
allowing you a specific amount of freedom,
Here's
and what you can't do.
here's the thing. I don't care if
It's like, bro, don't murder.
I don't care if it's the most utopia. If it's like my utopia, I think nobody deserves to be obeyed, because I do not want a person to be a drone of somebody else,
So
because
that's-
then they will not critique. Then whenever that authority does do something wrong, they will not be able to critique it, because now they have blind faith in that
That
authority.
kind of sounds like communism.
You like to throw that term around a lot.
Communists still had authority, but my standpoint is like, so there's no punishments. There's nobody making sure things are in order. So nobody listens to anyone.
No, I'm not. I am not saying there's no laws.
Okay.
Because saying laws being followed is different from an authority figure being obeyed.
Yeah, but who's gonna punish?
Or like
Obviously,
Brogan.
the police force enacted by that government or authority.
That will be an
Yeah.
authority.
The thing is, when you obey someone, that kind of implies that you're not like you're removing yourself from being able to critique that person. to be able to criticize that person and say, hey,
Not-
that's wrong.
Not
Hey.
necessarily. I mean,
Because when I think of obey, I think of like a slave obeying his master.
like you can't revolt and you can't have
Y- y-
disagreements
you
with it.
exactly. You cannot dissent. I can't. No, I can't.
But think of it like this, right?
Yeah.
Never mind.
What about you? What about you,
I'm
JJ?
about to use a stupid ass.
Homo, you want to leave so badly. I could tell.
Disagree.
I could tell. You have your hands is in your keys, aren't you?
We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done actually. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything should not be considered art at all. I strongly disagree.
I strongly disagree.
It's
I
like-
know you're an artist. You fuck with that.
Disagree.
I mean,
I like that.
I know I'm not a fan of like super abstract art. You're like, here's 8 lines of glitter. And
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan of that. But
Homie just
art,
sniffed on the
yeah, like
canvas.
homie took his hand, cupped it by his ass, and just like threw whatever shit came out, and he called it art. It sold for $80,000. It's
beautiful.
It's like
Feel the expression in
yeah, I have problems with that, but anything could be considered art. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. I disagree.
I disagree as well.
What about you, JJ?
Disagree.
Okay,
Nigga about to be out, son.
we're almost done. It's a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. So,
I disagree.
Agree.
I strongly disagree with that.
It's a waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals.
Agree.
Strongly disagree.
I think every criminal should be tried.
Yeah.
Try.
Tried.
Definitely.
But like if like through numerous rigorous testing, it's not working out, then sure.
But the attempt was still made.
Yeah, as long as it's what about you?
Okay. I guess I have to disagree now.
Damn, we like changing your mind.
Well, when we laid it down for him, he understood.
Yeah, I'm just joking. A business person and a manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. No, I disagree.
I also disagree with that because they're just publishing it, right?
No, the business person and a manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. So like the owner of a business and the seller are more important than a writer and an artist.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, I disagree with that strongly.
What about you, JJ?
I agree.
Really?
I can see why you say that.
Like if I never gave you the, I'm thinking about this as in like a factory
Speak up
worker
in the mic.
and a person who owns a factory. The owner of the factory has to put in more money to get certain things for that factory worker to be able to do. Like for like a pencil factory that they make pencils, I have to get the wood. I got to get all these things for you to just put a simple pencil together. So in that case, the person who owns a factory, they are more important than the worker.
No, they're saying they're more important than a writer and an artist.
But no. He's just using
different,
analogy.
different
he's just
things.
using-
Yeah.
But look at it this way, right? Let's say, using the same analogy, that somebody came into work one day and had their own fantastic, fucking state of the art nanotech pencil, right? Never seen before. Some great magnum opus of pencils, right?
Yeah.
And he brought it to his boss, and he wanted him to start publishing it, manufacture it.
Mm-hmm.
You think that his boss had more say in what happened than he did?
When it comes to distribution, but if I don't distribute it for you, how you gonna get out there? How you gonna get out of there? Like,
True, but do you think he put in more work?
I
Even though that he put him out there and he started manufacturing his work, do you still think that publisher or his boss put in way more work than he did?
I think he may have the gift, but he cultivated in a sense. So you think so? Put him out there, cultivated his gift. It would have always been there. But
But that doesn't mean that's his work. That doesn't mean that's
it's not his work,
exactly.
but he has something. He has a part of it.
Of course,
before
he
it
got
gets
a part of it,
successful.
but is his part bigger than the person who literally made it?
I think it's equal.
Okay, that's fine.
Mothers may have careers, but their first duty is to be homemakers.
What? No.
I don't like the term homemakers. Are they
no,
saying like
disagree.
Because the way they say homemakers, but like if they said like the child, they take care of their child, but their first duty is to take care of their child. I disagree. But I agree. But the whole term homemakers, it's like
No, that seemed like a little bit sexist.
That seems like a little 1930s for my blood.
Yeah,
1950s.
It's Milo Cole. I'm about to smack the fuck out of
This is
you.
like, so what
I would
we all
never want to be a
disagree?
woman in that time. Yeah, disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I would never want to be a woman in those times.
I never want to be a woman.
Make my damn pot roast, you damn bee.
Speaking of women, this is our speaking of women, this is our frequent checkups on Trish. You still there? Everything's good?
I'm here.
Soon we're slowly losing her, guys.
She's me.
Yeah,
from
we're
last episode.
yeah
What do you
we're
mean?
slowly losing her, people. Sooner or later, when I ask her again, it'll be like, huh? Yeah, I'm here. She's clearly doing her homework. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. That is a lot, and I'm sweating.
Whoa.
Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries.
Why does sound like a liberal
Yes,
made this?
okay,
a
I get it.
liberal made.
I somewhat disagree. I get it, but the problem is like there's so much terms, man. There's so much terms.
They go around in circles. Give me the straight question. Why do you go around in circles with all these words?
I mean, because like they have to be clear, because then if they leave it too vague, it's like bad countries screw little country. It's like
I agree. Because it should be the main.
developing countries.
yeah, sometimes that's true. They tend to take advantage of its resources.
Yeah. I don't. What about you?
Those niggas
JJ?
are everywhere.
Goddamn Singapore.
All right, JJ. What about you?
I agree. They take advantage of it. Some of them take advantage of it. The labor and
This is
all
about to be
that.
the longest edit of my life. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity.
You had to pick
Yes.
this test.
Here's the thing. The problem is that we spent too much time on the earlier conversations.
Well, if you would have known it when it took this fucking
I told you it was gonna take long, and also
How
it's like
many left,
it's,
man? I wanna
it's
go
about to be
home.
1 a.m. and like I'm. Okay. I want to go home, bro. Relax. He said that shit like I'm keeping it hostage. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity that depends on what we making peace about. If the establishment is
I
fucking
agree.
regressive, then like fuck off. So
Chick-fil-A's those smacks.
what? By the way, I don't think they heard you. He said Chick-fil-A smacks. I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Really?
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
It's really good, and
is.
I'm not even a stickler for meat.
Okay. All right. I'll,
The chicken is
next time.
bomb.
Next time we
Them
let's
waffle
get
fries.
Chick-fil-A.
The waffle fries. Oh my god.
Anyway, let's not get on a detour.
Disagree?
Has anyone here tried Arby's? I've
Bro,
never tried.
shut
I've
up.
tried Arby's. Their fries are good. Their fries are good.
I've never tried it before.
Let's get this
Okay,
done.
Yes, yeah, you're right. We should have done this earlier. What's yours?
Yes, I agreed. They're taking advantage of them.
No. Making peace with establishment is an important aspect.
Yes,
of maturity.
agree.
Yeah, agree.
You agree?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. I disagree. It's just like what do we? Okay, this is almost there, guys. We're almost there.
What is almost there mean?
This is page 5 of 6.
Okay, let's we'll resume this on the next episode.
Are you sure?
Dude, that will be here for another hour.
Yo, that is okay. Let me see. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 questions on page 5.
No, nigga, I'm done.
We're done. We're done. Let's
Okay, results will come in next week because all of us wants to go home and sleep. We're tired. Trisha, I don't even think Trisha's here anymore. She probably left.
How you can see me right in the bubble, right?
Okay.
Yeah, she's here. So yeah, and I feel like Tyrole's family's gonna kick us out. So, results will follow. Pending results will happen next episode. Thank you. If you've been here this far, this is our longest episode so far. If you followed this for this long,
fruitful episode too.
yeah, this long, hit us a like, support us, subscribe, comment on YouTube.
You know, let's get some followers on Twitter. We got a Twitter. You know what I'm saying? You talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We frequent on there sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? We be on there.
Yeah,
you know,
sounding
we
like
banging
that is
this
gonna
shit,
make
bro.
us not get followers.
We motherfucking banging this shit. You follow me? You know what I'm talking
so-
about? You know what I'm
Nah, I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Trish, say something. Since you haven't talked a lot, say something
Yeah,
to.
shout out to Spotify. Trish.
Yeah, send us off, Trish.
What's popping?
Why?
Well, bye everyone. Love you guys. Support us.
All right, bye, bye,
Send
bye.
you off.